Hey everybody, we're here with Nabila Mansoor, Executive Director of Emgage, which is a national nonprofit that is working to engage and empower the Muslim voting bloc we're hoping to build in this country. Would that be a fair description of Emgage? Because I'm pretty
I,
excited
I,
about the work.
yeah, I think that works. It's really about mobilizing our voters to come out to the polls and be an active part of the citizenry.
So to begin, first, we'd like to ask you, Nabila, what does Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month mean to you?
Yeah, I was helping my son right now with a speech, just like right before I got on here, and we were talking exactly about that. What does it mean to be AAPI? When you think of Asian American, you probably don't think of this maybe in your most obvious answer, right? It's certainly not the box that you check off, and I think I shared the same thing when I was growing up. But as I got more involved in advocacy, I really saw that. Asian American is an umbrella term, and it encompasses a lot of different folks that come from a lot of different backgrounds. But one thing that we share is that we are part of we come from a part of the world that has a lot of similarities, and because of those similarities, many of us are immigrants, many of us are children of immigrants. We share a lot of the same concerns, and it makes sense that we work together in a collaborative effort to ensure that our particular niche communities are getting the benefits that everybody else gets across the land.
Perfect. Okay. And while we're talking about some of the political work that you've been involved with, can we start that off with you perhaps describing that moment where either you became politically awakened or you became politically activated here in the United States?
Yeah, I think for a lot of Muslim Americans, it was 9/11. It was a real big turning point. I remember being in law school at that time, and a lot of friends coming up to me and asking me if I'm okay, and I didn't know what they meant. And then seeing what happened on TV and kind of getting up to speed of what this really horrible thing that was happening to our country. And then after that, getting calls to please take off my hijab. I had just started wearing it at that time, so I was still new. And really understanding that there are repercussions when terroristic activities happen in this country. And it's a wake-up call that, we have to be involved. And if we're not involved, then me and my family, my aunties, my uncles, they are going to be affected by it.
Yes, I was in my first year of college during 9/11, and that definitely changed the trajectory of my life and my focus in school and everything afterwards. So we'll switch gears a little bit. Now, you've been doing a lot of work on redistricting, and there are a lot of communities of interest, but certainly there are a lot of Muslim specific pockets that are communities of interest as well. Could you talk a little bit about what redistricting has been like in Texas?
So redistricting is, of course, the process of redrawing the lines after 10 years. And so all that work that we were doing in the census last year, it culminates in this redistricting process that happens. So what I'm going to be working really hard for the next year is ensuring that our community members are being heard and they are being seen. We want to make sure that when those lines are drawn, that they're fair and that they encompass everyone, including AAPIs, including Black Americans, including the burgeoning Latino community. And so we're working with a lot of different organizations. We're working with OCA Greater Houston. We're working with ALDEF, Asian American Legal Defense Fund. We're working with a lot of folks to make sure that these maps, we are able to make our own maps, and we're able to go to the Texas Ledge and say, hey, this is what a fair map looks like, and this is what you should do. So it's a big fight. I hope that the Democratic Party is going to be with us every step of the way, because we're going to need all hands on deck.
And we will be.
Yes.
We are ready. We are ready for this. Thank you so much, Nabila, for joining us. We know you're really, really busy, and we always love having you, and you're such a role model to all of us.
Thank you so much. I know y'all are doing the work, and we just have a lot to do. We live in Texas, and so but the way I look at it, this is the place to be, because this is where we need all of us to kind of keep pushing, and we are making ground. That's why they're doing the things they're doing, is because we are making headway, we are making change, and I know together we can continue to make that change. Thank you so much, Pali.